everybody, this is Swapnil again for thinkdigit.com, and today I am playing with the Fujifilm X-M1. This is a mirrorless camera that's been rumored for a long time after the X Pro 1 and the XE1. Many people thought, what would Fujifilm do next? And a lot of people assumed it would be the X Pro 2 or the XE2 or a third mirrorless camera that would be even higher ended. However, Fuji sort of stumped everybody with an entry-level mirrorless, which was the X-M1. This is priced about $699 in the US. In India, it's about $42,000 for the body only, and about $48,000 or $49,000 for the body with the new 1650mm kit lens. So it's one of the cheaper mirrorless cameras. It's cheaper than the Sony NEX6. But so what do you get with this camera? This has got a 16 megapixel X-Trans sensor. Unfortunately, it's not the X-Trans 2 sensor that we've been seeing in the X100S. So that's one. But nonetheless, it performs beautifully. It has the same 49-point focusing system that we've seen in the X Pro 1, the XE1 and the X100S. Even the X20 for that matter. The camera has been redesigned completely. So unfortunately, it's not the metal build that we're used to from the XE1 and the X Pro 1. It's made of plastic, but it feels pretty solid. However, I should mention this. When you pick this up, you will know it's made of plastic. So there's that. There are fewer dials. The dial on top does not have the exposure markings anymore, so you can't tell whether you're increasing exposure by a third of a stop, two-thirds of a stop, or one stop, etc. The buttons on the back have completely been rearranged so that Fuji could give us one of these. So it's a screen that tilts up and down to help you shoot in at awkward angles. It's pretty neat. We've gotten used to the button layout on the X Pro 1 and the XE1. However, on the X-M1, Fujifilm's gone with a very standard point-and-shoot camera button layout. So you'll see this layout in every point-and-shoot camera in the market. So it's not something completely new that you'll have to learn. You're already familiar with it. It's got a pop-up flash, same as we've seen in the XE1 X Pro 1. It bends backwards. It's got hot shoe, and here's the release button. A little bit about the 1650mm lens. It's part of what Fujifilm calls the XC series. It's not XF. XC probably for extra compact. This lens has no aperture ring, which means you have to physically turn a dial on the back side of the camera to change the aperture. Not too fond of that, to be honest. But it does have a manual focusing ring in the front. The focusing is electronic in nature, just like they have been with all the other Fujifilm mirrorless cameras, so you shouldn't worry too much. And yeah, all in all, it's pretty neat package. You're getting the performance of the X Pro 1 and the XE1 in a much cheaper package. However, the highlight of this camera happens to be the fact that it comes with Wi-Fi. This is the first camera in the X series by Fujifilm that has a built-in Wi-Fi chip. So what you can essentially do is, if you have an Android phone or an iPhone, you download the Fujifilm app, and then you can essentially communicate with the camera. The camera creates its own hotspot, and you can transfer photos from the camera onto your phone or your iPad or your Android tablet or your Android smartphone. Unfortunately, if you're a Windows Phone user like me, Fujifilm doesn't show you too much love. There is no app for Windows Phone yet. Hopefully one would be on the way. So the X-M1 does not really compromise in features. It's got a beautiful 16 megapixel sensor that creates amazing images. It can shoot HD video. It has a pop-up flash, hot shoe, and it is still compatible with all the amazing Fujifilm lenses, including the Zeiss lenses that are going to be coming out for the X series. So it's not that just because there is a 1650 XC lens, you can't use one of the XF lenses. Don't worry about that. And now that the camera is out, I strongly recommend that you go to the mall and you try it out just to see how amazing it is. Thank you.